Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. So now the $1,000,000 question is, will you be able to go abroad successfully and will you be able to settle down there happily forever, or will you come back or whatever? But main question is, do you have it in your chart that you can possibly go abroad someday, which is something people ask all the time in consultation whenever they take consultation from me. So guys, first of all, you need to understand, why do you have a quest to go abroad? Well, the most important thing is what our soul desires. Some people feel very happy in their own country because their soul is connected to the soul of the country. You know, your country, wherever, like let's say you are in India, or maybe you are a citizen of another country, like let's say France or Spain, or maybe you are listening to me from Africa or a country of Africa, or maybe you are listening to me from America. So whatever, from whichever country you are, let's say wherever your country has a lagna, has a rashi, and has a soul. So if your soul is connected to the soul of your country, then you will never want to leave your own country. You will feel happiest when you are in your own homeland, home country. But if your soul has a connection with a foreign land, for example, if I talk about myself, I feel very connected to America, I feel connected to France, and I feel connected to Japan. These are the three countries I love the most. I feel like I listen to their music all the time. I don't know, whatever, this is my thing. But you might have felt this love for the culture of that country, and you have this quest to go to a particular country all the time. You're trying hard. Only when you have that huge pull of your soul towards a foreign land, then only you will want to go abroad. Otherwise, it's not there. And some people, their soul is very much connected to the soul of your own country, and also your success, the success in your life is very much in your home land, home state, home country. Then you will be successful in your country. Like you can like if in your chart it is there that in your own country, like say India, you will be successful and you are becoming successful very quickly, then it's there. You will not want to go anywhere. But some people, their success is written in a foreign land. Like I have seen in my friend circle also, like some people went abroad very quickly and they got huge success abroad, and they never got that success in India. So for them, it is very correct, very right to move abroad, let's say to start a new business. For example, there are certain businesses which are not successful in our country. Certain things are not successful because people will not accept those things. So it's wiser to migrate to a foreign land and start that business there. Or let's say you're not getting enough growth here, so it's wise to go to a foreign land, or when I talk about foreign land, I'm not saying just go out of India to America or Europe or Africa or Spain. I don't know. I'm not saying that. Foreign land, proper foreign land is that 12th house, but foreign land is also going out from your state. Like if you go out from Odisha to, let's say, Maharashtra, Mumbai, or you go to Delhi, or you go to Hyderabad, that is also a kind of a mini foreign land, I can say, you know, because it is like how many kilometers from the place you were born. If you are going away, then that's a foreign land for you. But you know, astrology gives you the power to exactly say, like I can determine whether you will go to a new state or you will go to like very far away, like to America, or let's say Australia, some very distant country, United Kingdom, or you know, Norway. A lot of people from Odisha are in Norway, you know. So yeah, so let's talk about that. So first thing is that there has to be a strong soul connection, which is determined by your sun in your chart. So that should be there, and the quest is always there. So mentally, which means your mind or moon is also afflicted by some foreign planets, like let's say Rahu. Rahu is the most important planet to know whether you're going to go abroad or not, because Rahu is himself a foreigner. He's an outcast. So the people who go abroad many times have this outcast energy where they constantly listen to foreign music. They love learning foreign languages like French, Spanish or Russian, or they love accents like American accent, British accent. They love these things. And sometimes people make fun of them, like, oh, you are being a slave, you have a slave mentality, and all that stuff. But I really feel there's nothing wrong in that. Okay, it's not about having a slave mentality. It's our choice. And actually the world is one big village. It's a global village. Everybody is connected and we are all the same. It's just divisions have been created by human beings, but actually we are all brothers and sisters, and we can go anywhere we want to. We should support each other. There has to be a mixture of language and literature and culture. That's how the world can be a better place. So there's nothing wrong in liking a foreign land. And as I said, like, if your ancestors are from a foreign land, like for example, in your past life you were born in, let's say, Cambodia or New Zealand or Nepal, or let's say you were born in Cuba, Portugal, Philippines, any country, and you suddenly have this love for like Singapore. You like Singapore, you keep on watching videos of Singapore, the places, and you check them all the time, and you want to go there, you go for a holiday or something. So it is a chance that in your past life you were a citizen of that country, you belong to that country, and somehow when you were dying at that time, you had that desire to come to India, because India is always called a spiritual country. You came here, you in your past, like last life, you died, but then still there is the feeling of that old country, that your mother country, where you were born in your past life, will always be there, and it will always pull you. There's a gravitational attraction, there's a unimaginable force for that country. Whether it is Iceland or whether it's Ireland, United Kingdom, whether it's Zambia, Zimbabwe, any country. I mean, you can feel this attraction. So it's because your old country is pulling back. So what will happen is that you will educate yourself in the first half of your life. In the second half, you will migrate to a brand new country and you will reconnect with your ancestor. That thing is also there. And the moment you go to that country, you will feel very welcomed, very loved by the people, and you will enjoy that place. You will feel very comfortable. But then I have heard similar stories of people who have migrated to, let's say, Mexico, or let's say Algeria, or Mongolia, or let's say Moldova, Monaco, or Bolivia, Canada. So many people went there and for education or for jobs, or just because of this I will say illusion that they thought that going to a foreign land will solve all their problem. But trust me, it did not help them, and they went there, they felt frustrated and they were sad. Some of them lost their money, some of them went to study and get a job. They studied, they finished their education, but they never got any job, and they came back. So entire venture was a wastage of time, money and energy. So it was a wrong decision. And sometimes it is because why this happens is that if there is a connection in your chart which says that there is this trap, can be of Rahu, having a debilitated Rahu or something wrong in your chart, which will indicate that you will feel the pull, because that's a trap. That's why the pull, the greed to go abroad, you will go there and you will fail and you will learn the most bitter lesson of your life, and you will never want to go abroad after that. So that can also be there. So it's very important to figure out what is the right thing for you. You must ask yourself, what is the real reason? Why do I want to go there? And most importantly, if you are going to a foreign land, a new country, then you have to have some new skill, something which you can offer to the country. Like, let's imagine a foreign land is like one of your distant relative, okay, or a friend who is staying at a far off place, and you are calling the friend and saying that I want to come to your house. So the friend might think that, oh, I have so many people in my house already, a new person is coming, oh my god, how will I accommodate this new person? There is no bed, there is no food. What will that person do? The person will eat all my food, will take all my money, is going to rob me, oh, this and that. They start thinking that, and they start making excuses. Oh, no, you cannot come, everything is filled, everything is packed, we are going away, blah 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 blah. They will start lying to you. So yeah, that's why the visa restrictions are there in all countries. So you see in Americas, everybody just wants to go there across the world, and that's why the visa restriction is really high there. So the point is that you have to think of the country as a human being, and then you have to imagine, if I have to go there, what should I exactly do so that I will be accepted. So now you call your friend and you say that, hey, listen, last time you told me that you have some problem with your finances and banking and your taxes. I have recently learned how to do taxation, or I have learned about finances. So now I can go to your place and I can do all your tax thing, and I will help you out whenever you have any problem. So you will be happy. Oh, come on, just come quickly. I really need your help because you're solving a problem. Or let's say you offer your cooking skills. Oh, listen, I know how to make this beautiful meal, so I will cook for you every day. So do you want me or not? The person will call you. So if you have something to offer, and then again it has to be something which their own own people can't do, and it must be something difficult, or you have to be an expert. For example, you will say, oh, listen, I can cook, but your friend will say, but I already have 10 cooks. What new thing you have to offer? Tell me, or you just go. Then you say, oh, you know what, I know this recipe which none of your cooks know, and I can, if you allow me, then I can give you that recipe. So then only he or she will allow you. So you have to have something special, or you have to specialize yourself, and for that, first establish yourself in your own home country. And also your 6th house has a huge connection with your 12th house. It's like 6th house is all about doing the boring work, doing the household chores, doing the laundry, paying the bills, cleaning the house, taking care of your health, eating food at the right time, all the Virgo stuff. Taking responsibility, giving service to someone, doing a job, learning a new skill, taking care of others, all these things. If you are good at these things, if you're good at taking care of yourself and others as well, if you know how to take care of your health on your own, then you can be successful in a foreign land. Because if you do not know how to take care of your issues and problems and your health, then when you go to a foreign land, your parents won't be there at that time. You won't be having your friends and relatives. It's a distant place, so there'll be many problems. If you're not a good problem solver, you will fail in a foreign land. So first you have to master the 6th house so that you can be successful in the 12th house. That's the 6-12 axis. So yeah, it's an important lesson for you. Because no matter what, you started your life from your motherland, from your mother country. So she's like your mother. So if your mother has served you when you were young, you took your education here, you learned ABCD and everything here, you had food from your mother country. But then suddenly when you become young, you want to go away to a foreign land. So did you serve your own country? So first you must serve your own country for a few years. You must give back what you have received from your mother country. So that is also how you learn that special skill, develop your skill, become very powerful in whatever you know. And then once you become very powerful, when you have served your mother country, which means you have served the soul of your country. So your mother country is related to planet moon. So you have served the moon in your chart, and also you have served the soul of your mother country. So then after giving your karma to your country, you are released from the debt of your country. Now you can go abroad, and by that time you would have learned something really well, so the foreign land will also accept you. So you have to think it that way. If you have this clarity, it will be very easy for you to understand what is the real way to go abroad. But this is all I said in a different way. But if you talk about astrology, how do you know from your chart whether your life will be successful? See, the most important thing is that when you're going abroad, the 9th house, the 7th house, the 12th house, these are all the travel houses, and they're all related to foreign land. If this is connected to your Lagna ascendant, then you can say there is a link coming to foreign land. But if it is connected to your 10th house, then you can say you can go abroad for, due to your work purposes. But 9th house also indicates that you can go abroad for education, for higher education. So if there is a connection of 9th house, 9th lord with your Lagna, you can say for education purpose you can go abroad. And then just check out if your 12th house has major planets, bigger planets. Like let's say your 12th Rahu exalted is one of the most, this is the highest probability of you going abroad and settling there forever and never ever coming back. If your 12th house is very strong, then it's a very clear indication. Planets in 12th house like Moon, Jupiter, Sun, very clear indication of going abroad. But then that's not enough. You have to check many other divisional charts and other things also, because I have seen the charts of many people who have 12th Sun, who have 12th Moon, but they are not going abroad. They are sitting in their own home, in their own state or own city. Like some of them are in software companies. They want to go abroad, they want to go for on-site, but they're not getting that opportunity. They're waiting for it for a long time and they're not happy. And why it is happening? See, that's why I said that just blindly knowing one thing is not enough. You have to understand astrology in the fullest sense. There are other things also working for you, because 12th house is also isolation, 12th house is also hospital. So it can be that you will be isolated in one place in a homeland, or maybe if in your chart the indication of you staying in your homeland, like the planetary combination for you staying in your homeland is stronger than your indication of you staying in a foreign land. So you have to compare. If it is that, then you will stay in your homeland. And then there is the dasha, antardasha, and also the planetary transit which happens. And these things also change things suddenly. Like suddenly Rahu is in your 7th house, boom, you go abroad. Suddenly Rahu is coming 12th house, 9th house, you're going abroad. Suddenly Rahu is connected to or suddenly your 12th lord, whatever is the 12th lord, is traveling to the perfect place, position. There you go, bingo, you get the visa and you go abroad. So yeah, you have to see all these things. These are all these combinations. Let's say 10th 12th connection, yeah, you will get an opportunity to work abroad in an MNC. So there are many things which you have to check, and just one thing is not enough. But more than that, whenever somebody consults me to go abroad, whether I should go abroad or not, I see another thing that's called astrocartography. You might have researched about that if you are a fan of astrology. It's basically figuring out whether that country will be good for you or not, will you be happy or not, and that's very, very important. You have to compare the chart. I mean, you have to know whether that country will be good for you, because the vibration and the birth chart of the country needs to be matched with the birth chart of your own. It has to be. And there's a complicated process of doing it, and once you match it, you have to figure out whether you'll be happy there or not, because there are many people who go abroad but they're not happy. They want to come back, and some of them come back quickly. It's not because they're forced to, but they're not. They just hate the place. And maybe, like, let's say they decided to go to Australia, they should have actually gone for New Zealand, and they choose Australia over New Zealand because they just saw commercial things, but they didn't see the astrology stuff. Like, there are certain things which are unexplained by logic, those things. So they didn't see their astro thing and they made that mistake. So yeah, and especially if you see there is a Ketu connection with your foreign land charts, with the foreign land houses, then excuse me, you will go abroad but you will feel uncomfortable and you will come back. So that's how the whole thing works. And in tarot card also, when I do the reading, if you have cards like World card, or you have something like the Chariot card, well, there's an indication of going abroad is always there. So that's all, guys. And if you want to go abroad, don't be obsessed with it, because that obsession, that Rahu thing comes up, especially if it's a 12th house Mahadasha, you will get that obsession for going abroad. And you need to stop that, because when you get obsessed, you make mistakes. When you get desperate, you make mistakes in that time. So just if you want to go abroad, just make yourself deserving to go to that country. First know which country, and then make yourself fit for that country. Like, be ready to serve the new country you're going, and love the country, and serve them and help them in somehow, and help their economy somehow. Otherwise, why do you think they will take you? So think in that way. Don't be like a greedy person. I will go there and I will take all the money and all that. No, don't be like that. It's like you must love the place, and then eventually you will be pulled to that direction. The country will pull you inside. And again, you can always do a lot of remedies, like Vastu remedies and all, and that will eventually help you. It will activate your possibility of going to a foreign land. So that was all, guys, and I hope if any one of you is stuck, I hope you go abroad very soon and open your luck in the foreign land. Wishing you all the best, and especially if you are already in a foreign land, I hope you are really happy. Thank you so much for watching this video.